Okay, we're live. And good morning, everybody. It's 2 days after Christmas, and I thought we'd just get together and see what everyone got for Christmas. And I'm going to skip my commercial here, and we're going to start off with a sound check. Bill De La Vega, I got something for you today. My chat's not showing up here. Let me open that up a little bit. Hey, Stan, how are you? Northwest Machining, hello. Let's skip this ad, see how we're looking. Steve S., how's the sound? Sound check, sound check. I got a new setting on my microphone. I thought I'd try it. If I'm too hot, let me know. If I'm just right, let me know. Basement Shop Guy. Yo, you got the week off of work too. I don't have to work at all this week. I had a job that canceled, but that enabled me to catch up. There was a piece that I wanted to get out for the What's in Your Box, and I'm getting it done this week and shipping it directly to the recipient. Steve S. says it sounds good. Bill De La Vega said sound seems okay. Abdul, hi Stan, hello. All right, guys. Well, let's go over a few things that I'll share a few things that I got for Christmas. You guys share. Have most of the week off. Okay, nice. Haven't worked since December 2nd. Holy moly. I got some fun Christmas gifts. And this one says, nothing says Merry Christmas like a nice, new, shiny bowl. So I got a package of stainless steel, I think these are 316 stainless bowls. We got a nice big package of those, 3/4 coarse thread with stainless nuts. So how fun is that? That goes out to Wayne that sent those into the show. And you can hang them on your Christmas tree, string not included, or to please your wife, just place them around your living room. Yes, I'm sure she'd be very pleased about that. Wayne, thank you for the stainless bowls. Jim's videos, Merry Christmas and all that fun stuff. Same to you, Jim. Okay, the other one that came up, this came from Marshall Wolf Automation. Happy Holidays, Stan. And I got a 10 from them. So that, things were looking promising when I got the 10. And I thought, wow, maybe they sent a bottle of booze. It's just a 10 of cookies, and I've already been into them a little bit. So I've got some cookies from Marshall Wolf. Thank you, Marshall Wolf, in case you're watching. Jack Hoying, you may know him over on the Buy Sell Trade channel. He sent something over that I've been wanting for a long time. And this is an accessory for your scales. It's a Starrett number 289A. That little fella right there. Just this piece right here. It fits on any 1-inch scale as long as you got the groove in it, and it slides back and forth. And you can take a second scale and make a square out of it. And here's a 1-inch shear Tomiko. It just clamps together, and you can clamp them in any orientation you want. Use it as a depth gauge, a square, whatever. So it's kind of a neat little fixture, and I've been wanting one for a long time, and he had one. So that's a Starrett 289A. So thank you, Jack Hoying. Let's read some comments. Steve S. says, I bought myself a Hoyt drill dispenser, letter, number, and fractional. Yeah, that's the easy part. Now you got to fill it up. Season's greetings from Sweden. Hello. Cheers. Jim Bob says, hi. Hi, Jim Bob. So what did you guys get for Christmas? Anything good? Anything shop related? Good morning, Stan. Actually tuning in live instead of seeing it after the fact. In Santa Clara. Well, you're close by. I bought myself a drone. We'll use it at the bash. All right. I love drone footage. Hey, that drone footage they did last year was awesome for the guys from American Rotary. I thought they did a wonderful job with the drone. That was really cool footage. The other thing we did, And I ordered these while I was out of town. And Barzy's got stickers now. Yeah, I folded, but yeah, we got stickers now. I didn't want it to be a billboard. It's just a gear with a Z on it with the Barzy Industrial. That's it. But I ordered from Sticker Mule, and I got 500 of them. They are going out with every order. Let's see. Oh no, Carrie Fisher died. No kidding. Oh man, Carrie Fisher died. She was one of my favorites. Hi, Stan from Greece. Kevin Oldfield. How you doing, Kevin? Man, what a drag. Carrie Fisher died. I'm kind of bummed out. I know she had some problems on one of her flights. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more grind episodes. I've got a ton of footage that's got to get put together. Thank you, Jason. I got a ton of footage that's got to get put together, and we'll get you a fresh grind here coming up pretty quick. That's just kind of a compilation of everything that's going on around here. Anyways, back to the stickers. I'm still honoring the 2 for $20 anchor lube off of my website. I'll put a link in later down below the video. But 2 of these for less than $20 to your door, continental U.S. You're going to get a sticker, and you're still going to get one of my decimal charts. And it's got the YouTube flow chart on the back. So that's off of the website only. If you order from off my eBay store, you don't get that. So yeah, we'll have some great drone footage at the bash. However, hovering over the ForgeHawk competition. I'll order some more of those stickers. Just actually just to get one of those stickers. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you want stickers, go to the Barzy Industrial website, go to the products page, and the anchor lube's there. The bigger orders, I put in the big charts. When I have to use the big box, but these fit in these small charts fit in a small flat rate. So when it's a small order, you get one of those. When it's a big order, you get the big one. Okay. Oh, Bill De La Vega. I have your box right here, and I haven't opened it yet, so I thought I'd open it live. It might be fun if you guys want to see what Bill sent over. I don't think this is actually Christmas related, but we can open it up. And I stopped. I got the cardboard off, and then I stopped. Let's turn the camera. My footage is going to hell right now. There. All right. This is from Bill De La Vega, and this is just I think it's a medium priority, a large priority box. But within it is another box. And I don't know how tricky he's gotten with it. It looks like tempered masonite, and he screwed it shut. And it looks like he's put some bevels on it, or he's mitered all the edges and made a very nice box. So hopefully it's reusable, and he hasn't done anything too evil inside. He put together flathead screws. Let me get a smaller driver. I think flathead screws are completely evil. Well, I don't know whether it's cool or not, Bill. We're going to see if how evil you are, if you glued it shut or what you did to it, or if there's something in here that's going to explode. There's some tape on the edges, but I don't see anything too sinister. The whole thing's just tapered masonite. Am I going to need to go over to the mill and open it up? Or all right, it was put together with some evil little flathead screws. And let's see if the top even starts to lift off. No, it feels like glue to me. I'm hoping this box is reusable. It's got stapled shut on this side. Let's get a razor knife and see if we can cut ourselves open. Yeah, there's some signs of adhesive there. I don't know. Every single corner is mitered. He must have a router table or something he did this on. Just tape there, okay. All right, Bill, it feels okay so far. I think you're still on my Christmas list. Oh yeah, just came right off. Look what you do to that lid though. How nice is that? I think it was an answer to Tom Lipton's box. That wouldn't be too hard to make, I guess. If you had a router table and just be able to mill those corners at a bias like that, he's got everything else glued. I'm gonna save his box. It fits in a large flat rate perfectly. Didn't know you were a woodchuck, Bill. Flatheads are all you had in the shop. Well, you know, I gotta say, I really got it coming to me after Bruce's package and a couple other kind of sinister things that I've done in the past. Thompson Lickman, how are you doing? Now, if IKEA could build furniture the way he built that box, no kidding. He's got the rest of them all glued together, so it's in pretty good shape. This is just packing fluff. I forgot what he said he was sending me. I think it was some grinding wheels. Oh yeah. Ooh. That's a beautiful thing. 60i. That's a dish wheel. I think, I can't remember. I think it's a type. Can't remember. Actually, I just wore mine out yesterday and I was just getting ready to change it. I'm going to go get my wheel. This thing came just in time. This is a wheel I've been using, so it's pretty much dead. I got very little wheel left on it, and that used to be a dish wheel. So I run these on the machine backwards. And so that came just in the nick of time. Thank you, Bill. What else we got in there? Oh, more grinding wheels. That's a fun shape. Look at that. I could do some, that's a 60J with a 38A structure on a vintage Norton. I could do some 90 or some 45 degree work with that. If I dress that at a full angle. And it's got the depressed center. Don't be depressed. Oh, another dish wheel. All right. Oh, the blotter's rubbed away there. I'm gonna have to see if I can identify that wheel. Carborundum brand. Very nice. More wheels. Here's another one of these wonkers with the depressed center. Another big dog. Doesn't really look like it's been mounted. 60J. Very nice. Oh. Quarter 20 all thread. These have all been sheared off on the ends, and it's not bandsaw cut on either side. But these are always handy, and quarter 20 is a good size. That's all my hold down hardware on the angle block and on my granite, and all my hold down hardware is quarter 20. So that's these are coming handy. I just lob them off and use them wherever I need them. Thank you very much. And I think we got another grinding wheel in here. Very well packed. You guys could take a chapter out of Bill's book. Okay, we got another 60J. Same profile, depressed center. These are handy. You you take them all the way to a 45 on one side, and then if you're doing V blocks and things like that, just set these up one side at a time, make a grind, flip, make a grind, flip, and you're averaging. If you use the fence for indexing every time, it'll keep your V groove in the center. Flip, grind, and then flip it over and do the same thing to the other V blocks. But that'll keep your V blocks centered and keep them very equal. Oh, let's see. What size is my shop? My shop is small. It's probably less than 600 square feet. Brad, okay, get back to milling. Go do some milling work. Same as everyone else is not big enough. You know what it is a shop is a lot like a woman's purse. I don't care how big it is, it's always full. All right, last up was some vintage anchor lube, and I collect vintage anchor lube stuff. And I don't even want to open these up. These are old samples. This one's called West Lube. It's kind of interesting. And this one is marketed as Anchor Lube, I think. Oh no, this one's West Lube too. But they both have that Anchor Lube bottle and look to it. I've got another one here I'll show you. Someone brought it over. There's a vintage Anchor Lube there. But that was kind of interesting. Somebody dropped that off at the bash and said that was a really old one. So it's nasty inside. This stuff definitely has a shelf life. Always watch out for your Anchor Lube. I've had it sitting on the shelf for as long as 2 years before it goes bad. What they say about a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. As long as it's in constant use, you don't have any problems. But Bill, thanks for sending all these wonderful grinding meals in. I'm going to get these stowed in the cabinet over there. And I'm going to change my dish wheel today and get rid of this this little pipsqueak here and get that new wheel on. Thank you very much for that. And Merry Christmas. Late Merry Christmas. All right. What else we got to talk about? Let's get the camera back up where it was. A little higher. There we go. All right. Well, no evil tricks with the box, but what a wonderful box that was. Let's read a couple of comments. I have a lifetime supply of quarter 20. Don't know what they're doing with them. Boyle's Law of Machines equipment will expand to fill the available space. Okay, I didn't know that there was a law about that, but it seems to be the case. Oaken Arbor says, greetings, Stan from South Florida. Hello, South Florida. Judith says, do I ever have a problem with my neighbors like with the dash? I think they mean with like the bash. No, I don't. My neighbors actually love me. When something's broken in the neighborhood, I'm the one that fixes it. When we had the fires, I was the first one back in the neighborhood, and I was going from house to house, putting out small fires next to garages and wood piles and things like that, and piles of leaves that were smoldering, and shutting off people's water, gas, and electricity and things like that after the fires. I actually snuck back into my neighborhood a day early and took care of the neighborhood. It was just me here, and the Bureau of Land Management were the only people back in the neighborhood. So my neighbors love me. So they tolerate me one day a year. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant, Judith. Okay, let me show you a couple other things that people have sent in and I don't have any use for. And if anyone's got any use for them, send me an email. This is a Lyle valve seat ring installation tool. It's a 5800 model number. I'll show that to the camera real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and show you the guts of it. I've got all the paperwork for it. I've got the original instructions. Yeah, I've got the original receipt in here, and it appears to be complete. And what they look like is a set of carbide cutters. Show that to you there without spilling something on my laptop. But it appears to be complete in every fashion. I think this is for like a diesel mechanic or someone that has to change out or cut out valve seats. There's an old valve seat right there that was in there with it. But it appears to be complete in every way. If somebody knows a diesel mechanic or someone that needs a valve seat ring installation tool, shoot me an email and I'll make a super price on it. But a guy owed me some money and he gave me this instead. He said it looked like it was up my alley. All right, so if anyone needs that, email me. Another thing I've got. This is a chunk of Delrin that I bought for a job, and then the job canceled. And I think it's 10-inch round, 12 inches long. It's a solid round chunk of Delrin, and I gave about $350 for it. So job's been canceled, half price. If someone needs it, you can pick it up about $150. You pay shipping. So that's the big one. Then I've got another smaller one here. Again, it's a foot long. And these are both for the same job. I think this was, yeah, this is 5-inch. This is a 5-inch round, 1 foot long, also Delrin. So if anybody needs some Delrin for a project or a job, let me know. It's white, virgin, whatever, Delrin. James Green, hello. Did you get a Facebook timeout, James? Karen said that you got kicked off of Facebook for a little while for being offensive. When are you going to start talking about the 2017 bash? The first rule of the 2017 bash is you don't talk about the 2017 bash. No, it's we're going to talk about it here coming up in the new year. I can make a lot of frisbees out of that stuff. I was thinking of making some shivs. I've got a very big wire pull to do, and I don't want to damage the wire, so I was thinking about making some nice big shivs or pulleys to pull the wire over, so I can make some 10-inch diameter shivs. All right, what else is there to talk about? I talked about the stickers. Everybody saw stickers. I'll show them one last time. I did fold. I got these done. I wanted an oval sticker. I didn't want anything with square sides. You know, the square-sided stickers always peel too easy. So a nice oval sticker, and I took a gear off of my one of my title cards and skewed it back and skewed the Z to match. So I didn't want a billboard with a bunch of stuff on it. I wanted it real simple. But stickers are going out with every anchor loop order, direct to Bar Z. That way I know you guys are the ones buying it, not the regular eBay crowd. Oh, I need that 5-inch Delrin and stickers. Paul, thank you for this. Make them digital instead. Hey, Kel, how you doing? Yeah, I saw that you had a thing for the sticker crowd. I finally folded. And got stickers. So I'm weak. I can't. I'll admit it. What else we got going around here? That was about it. You know, that was all the shop related stuff for Christmas. I got a bunch of dad type stuff for Christmas. Had a good Christmas, fairly quiet. $9:25 p.m. in Saudi Arabia. Wow, that's pretty late. I have a digital version of my sticker. Would that help? Did you want to try to print your own, Kel? I have some truck stops I need to place your stickers on I-40. No, I don't want my stickers at truck stops. For a good time, call. Hi, Stan. I would love to take a tour of your grinding wheels and how you store them sometimes. Wow, can I make that happen? Just the bulk grinding wheels that are not mounted on arbors. I've got it. I can swing the camera around real quick. I just mount them on a 2x4, and then I cut out slugs with a hole saw, and I insert 3/4 inch EMT, which is very cheap. You can buy a 10-foot piece of it and probably make enough to mount all your wheels. But I'll show you what I mounted to the wall just to hold my wheels. It's pretty darn simple. I'll swing the camera around real quick. I think I've got enough slack on the cord. You know, people ask me questions during my live feeds, and I got to make a decision on the fly on whether I can accommodate that. You know, we're gonna, you know, can I get the camera that far? I got a bunch of cords going out. I don't know whether I can do it or not, but I think I can show you how I do my wheels. Let me get this tripod moved a little bit, and then I'll walk over there. You guys can probably get an idea how big my shop is from that. Let me see if I can aim the camera here. Oh, it's aimed pretty good. Right there. This is just a board mounted to the wall, and then these are 3/4 inch conduits, and they're pounded in. It's a tight fit, and that's where I stow grinding wheels. If they're boxed, I put them in the cabinet below the surface grinder. But that's for that machine right there. All right. Let me turn you guys back around here. Try to do it smoothly so it doesn't give you a headache. There we go. A little different perspective. So my grinding wheels aren't that, you know, it's not that high tech, but they hang on the wall there. And those are all the ones that are not mounted on arbors. All the ones that are mounted on arbors, I keep down in the cabinet and with cardboard in between them. I'll just go to my stickers wall, keldsweebly.com, stickers wall, HTML. Hey, Keld, can you put that, when this turns into a regular video, put that down in the comments below. All these comments here that are running during the live feed are going to go away, and we're going to lose all those. But I'd like that link, and I'd like to go check it out later. I haven't seen your video yet, Keld. I know there's a thing about the stickers. Hey, Stan, have you used the gear and shaft yet for your Boyer Schultz? No, I have not. I still have to pull the spindle out of the 618. We're going to pull the spindle out of that and probably feed it fresh bearings. And then it's got some issues with the Gibbs and the Y-axis. So that machine has issues. It runs, but the spindle bearings sound bad and they feel tight. And I'm not crazy about the way the table feels. So I've got some work to do on that before I really start. I've used that machine one time. Making Sense says, hi from Montreal. Hello, Making Sense. Trying to think what else we got around here. James, are you really serious about this going? Did you say it was the 5-inch you wanted? Let me make sure this is 5-inch. It might be 4.5. Let's see what it is. And it's always oversized. They do give you a machining allowance on it. This says 1 foot 4.5 is on the end. So that's going to be a 4.5 inch round. I'll look up what I paid for it. And 50 cents on the dollar. Yes, it's 4.5, and there is an allowance on there. The last time I did this, it was about 60 thousandths over the nominal size. So I should have left it in the packaging, huh? That'll look good with some Bar Z stickers on it too. All right, we'll talk on Facebook later. Hi from Johannesburg. Hello, Johannesburg. Hi from Phoenix, MC Engineering. Hello, Phoenix. Steve, have a good new year. It's good to see you on the channel. Chuck says, Happy New Year from Greenville, PA. Happy New Year, Greenville, Pennsylvania. Both pieces? You want the big one too? The big one was expensive, James. TAW Tool says, Happy New Year, Stan. Happy New Year, TAWP Tool. Sorry. What do you do with this wonker, James? Oh, you know what I got? I got a piece of remnant of, that I'll let you have. That's an HDPE there. And I don't know. So big that is. This one is a, it's almost 9.5 inch. It's 9 3/8 diameter, and it's just under 4 inch. It's 3 7/8. You can have this if you want. That's the high density polyethylene. And that would make a nice shib if you need that. Or if you want that big one, I got a foot of the Delrin. Yeah, the comments are going to, someone said, I see the comments in New Jersey. Yeah, you're going to see the comments while this video is live. Right now, this is a live feed. After the live feed's over, all these comments you're seeing now go away. And then we start a whole new run of comments. So if Kel could leave that so they're there permanently for that link, that's pretty cool. Hi, Stan, built something cool from Atlanta. Who is that guy? Doug says, hi, Stan, from Billy Bob's Beer Bait and Tackle. Hey, Doug, how you doing? Thomas says, hi, from Akron, Ohio. We're not building anything cool today, Dale. We're just kind of showing off our what we got for Christmas, some parts we ordered in, some material we ordered in that we're not going to use, and now it's for sale. I had a job get canceled on me, so I got nothing to do this week. But I am getting caught up on squares. I'm sold out of squares, so I'm getting caught up on those. I'll go for it. Hey, how you doing, Ryan? What is the result of the Klein lock nut tool? It's destroyed. We ran it with an impact. We got 300 so boxes out of it. The sintered gears inside exploded. I dissected it. Actually, on the channel, if you go back and look, I took it apart. We drilled out all the rivets and took it apart and saw what it was all about. I was expecting to see like a chain drive or something inside, like a miniature bicycle chain. But, it was a shaft with some bevel gears in it. Oh, let's see. Stephen Estamede. Hi from Washington, North Yorkshire, UK. Wow, hello. How's the whiskey situation going? I don't have a whiskey situation. I have a drought of whiskey. Touch and go. Pins for machining. Hard inch 5C emergency collets. Best that I can measure are 125. A little snug on others. What should they measure? Yes, they're 125. I've got some right here. I'm going to try to show you that. Maybe I'll catch the light. There it is. I use roll pins. I just get 1/8 inch roll pins and they work just fine. But I just put pins in there and you can use them 3 or 4 times. Another tip on these, the brass ones, you can solder on them. So if you use them for one thing and then you need to do a little buildup on there, blob a little solder on there and machine it again, and the solder holds parts just fine. So emergency collets, always get brass because you can do a solder buildup. No, James, don't. I was just only teasing. I still got the big bottle of Teos Lightning you sent last time. The little one, I killed it, but the big one, I'm probably going to take it up north to be on my next rotation. But thank you. No, I'm good on whiskey. Kelly Breckenridge, how you doing? Merry Christmas, Kelly, and happy upcoming New Year to you. Kelly, you better be coming to the upcoming Summer Bash and bring some of that sausage and or jerky with you. James, get with me on Facebook later and tell me what kind of plastic you're looking for here. What shore rating you're looking for. Let's see. Felix Germany says, another live shop I have time for to see. Nice. Hello from Germany again. Hello. Oh, Fesix, Germany. Okay. Thanks for the roll pin trick. I have emergency call-it pins under my lathe somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I picked up a whole bag of 1/8-inch, I think they're 1/8-inch, the 1/8-inch roll pins at Fastenal, and you get a bag of 100 for like $4. So I use those little 1/8-inchers for everything. I sent you messages already. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Yeah, no kidding. Looking at all those photos all the time isn't the same, Kelly. Yeah, I mean, I can't even get the smell. I need the smell when I'm looking at those pictures. Meat snacks done. Hey, it's like meat candy, I'll tell you. All right, put this Delrin away. Looks like this Delrin's going out the door. James Green's got some interest. I've got some other Delrin and UHMW and I got down there. HDPE scraps. So I've got a high density polyethylene. I've got plain old Delrin, which is wonderful to machine. It's a little brittle, and then the UHMW is a kind of rubbery. You know, it's a real soft UHMW. What day is the bash this year? Saturday. My real name is Felix. Long story why there isn't an I in there. Okay. All right. That makes sense, Felix. But good to see you. We do a whole lot of nylon here. Yeah, that's pretty stringy stuff. I've got some blocks of this is a type 1 PVC. And the only reason we use this is because you can solvent weld this. The HDPE cannot be solvent welded. So I've got some PVC that I've been using for a project. Kel says, how do you deburr that shit? With I use a Noga. I'll show you real quick. Here's a block. Let's see if I can show you on this. Standard deburring tool here. As long as you don't ever use this for steel, just like that. And then the curly Q that comes off looks like this. And that's just going to roll your edge over really nice and draw it towards you. And as long as you use it like a shearing action, it will come off in that little curly Q. But that's what you get there. Wow, I didn't know I could do that live. That's pretty good, huh? All right. Trying to answer as many questions as I can here. I am needing to build something metal fab beading molds that I need to make, and that will work out well. I keep one separate for plastics and one for metals. You need that sharp edge. Indeed, you do. You know, Noga makes specific hooks, those little hook tools. These little fellas here, they make them specifically for steel, cast iron, and plastics. This is the actual plastic one. And usually I've got tape on these that say plastic only. All my tools that I use for plastic are pretty clearly labeled. You know, I don't want to be using them for anything else. You know, when things start getting downgraded, if this gets downgraded and gets dull on plastic, it gets moved to aluminum. And then after the aluminum, it gets moved to steel. You know, it slowly works its way down. I once hated these deburring tools, but now I like them. Yeah, you know, anything that that I use. I've got a little set over here I use. Oh, that's my standard around here. Blue masking tape, marked plastic, and this is, I forget what this is. Oh, these are just the single hole countersinks. This is a 45-degree kit, 5/8 half, 3/8 and 5/16. 45 degree or 90, however you want to look at it. Well, that panel series was awesome, Stan. Thank you, Kelly. There's literally, about 90 of those panels on this job. They're just all over the place. So there's quite a few of those panels, and it feels like Groundhog Day. It's just over and over and over and over. So eventually I'm going to get good at them, right? Do you have a 50 millionths indicator? No, I don't have a 50 millionths indicator. Now you need to ask the next question. Do I want one? No, I don't. It would drive me crazy. All right, things are kind of winding down. I think we've talked about everything. Hello from Norway. Merry Christmas. Arv, we're just finishing up here, but hello to Norway. Now, I will say this, your $20 deal with the 2 8-ounce anchor loops, the sticker, and the decimal chart are continental US only. Sometimes the orders go through. The website is supposed to block foreign orders. But sometimes it doesn't, and the money goes through. If it does go through, and I see it's a foreign country, I'm going to refund it. At that point, send me an email, and maybe I'll put together a package for you, a flat rate, you know, and maybe we can get some of this stuff across the border, either up north or over to Australia or over to the UK or whatever. But you know, send me an email and we'll work it out. But that price on the website's only continental US. I'm sorry. Have a great New Year, Stan. Paul, I want you to do the same. Keld says bye-bye and Happy New Year to all of you from Keld in Denmark. Thanks for stopping by, Keld. No super fussy measurement. No, those a 50 millionths indicator would be pretty fussy around here. It's cold right now, so the hot and the cold and everything else would be would just kill my readings and make me feel really bad about what I do. Bill, thanks for the package and Happy New Year. Thanks for those wheels. I'm going to mount one up today. Thomas, Happy New Year. Shadow Dog, have a great New Year. All right, guys, I think that's it. I want everyone to have a good New Year, a healthy and prosperous New Year. Things got to get better in 2016. We just got news today that Carrie Fisher died. So condolences to her family, and very sad thing to hear. All right, well, in Barzy fashion, I'm going to take you out the regular way. I want you guys to have a good, what's left of your holiday season. Happy New Year, and I hope you had a good Christmas. Thanks for watching.